And we are back. Unfortunately, my first take of doing this didn't work, but we're trying to try again. Here we are. Basically, there have been so many videos. The Nintendo has released the next console. The next console. The that was formerly the NX. Now it's called the Switch. And basically, I've seen so many awesome videos of people talking about this thing from different people. Angry Joe, PK Sparks, Boogie 98, so many other people who've seen this thing and have some good feelings and some not, some not so good feelings about this thing. But yeah, now it's time. I think it's I really want to throw my hat in the ring. Show basically, tell my opinion what I think of this thing because definitely I have certain things that may be a little bit different than theirs. But main issue is yes, main issue is okay with this thing. They call this thing, and also then we had they call this thing the Nintendo Switch, which is, in my opinion, a pretty good name. Because it basically switches from being the home console to being a portable console, portable handheld thing that you can use. But another good name would have been the Nintendo Chimera because basically this thing is like 5 billion other things put together. Okay, it's a home console, it's a tablet, and it's got little Wiimote looking things on it, that slide into it, and stuff like that. Stuff like that. It's a lot of things put together. It's a lot of cool stuff. I am liking that though. It looks super cool. You see right here in this picture, you got the controllers. They call them Joy Cons, but I rather call them Switch sticks or something else. Because I don't know. Wiimotes wouldn't work though. I don't think it's just too easy to say. It's good to make that sound wrong. But anyway, still, these things are kind of cool. They look really cool to me. They're tiny. They were really small. They look really cool to me, especially in that little docking station they got going. Where you basically looks like right there, you slide those in there. It might charge the thing as well. I don't know exactly how it works, but still, it looks really cool to me. And you can do move things around with it and you play stuff. And you have, as long as the Switch screen is in that docking station, then you get I'm pretty sure that's what the TV connects to. You know, and basically it might give more. It probably will charge the unit and provide give more graphics. But the issue is, of course, that thing, the tablet itself is the main console. I think it has the CPU in there and all the other stuff. The CPU and everything in there. I think it has that. That's what it has in there. The dock might have some more stuff in there to give it more power, more graphic power and stuff like that. Which would be great to see. I look forward to finding out, getting the specs on that. But it's pretty interesting how that works. So yeah, in the commercial, and this basically, I'm gonna go through the commercial. I'm going to go through it in a way that hopefully won't get me in trouble with Nintendo because they're on high alert right now. Apparently, getting that angry Joe and friends for playing the commercial themselves and whatnot. It's really weird. But here's the deal. So I'm basically going to go through it, describe the things I thought were important in it, best I can. It's on YouTube right now. You can go see it. It's really fun little commercial. Silly and fun. I liked it. But here's how it goes. You see a guy playing in his living room playing the new Zelda game, Breath of the Wild. That's cool. I look forward to seeing that game. Okay. So look forward to seeing that game. Buying that someday. It'll be really cool. Uh, Need to get some Ariel in there. Some Zelda and some Ariel in there. That'd be really cool too. But anyway, it's a Tetra. Anyway, then his gigantic dog wants to go out for a walk. So he goes over to the Switch console. He goes over to the Switch, slides the little controllers out of that controller docking station, slides them onto the sides of the Switch, pulls it out, and immediately the screen, the big screen goes blank, and the little screen lights up with the game in there. So yeah, basically that's cool with me because basically that means that the game is the basically later you see the cartridge in there. The game is inside that tablet. Okay, and okay, I've heard about the tablet. The tablet looks really cool and wonderful. I've heard though Nvidia is putting this, is doing some stuff in the chipset or whatever in there, and going to have really awesome, powerful chips and stuff in there for good graphics. The problem with that is, and HD green screens and things like that going on. But the problem with that is, of course, that thing is probably going to get super hot. Okay, it's going to get really hot. They're probably, and they're probably gonna need a fan on that. I wonder, I gotta see how loud that thing gets. It's gonna be interesting to see how loud that thing can get when it has that little fan in there, blowing on that CPU, so it doesn't, the whole thing doesn't shut down to stop it from overheating, from overheating. So basically, it's crazy stuff to think about. But it's true. They're probably gonna have a fan, and they're probably gonna have a few fans. So I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see how that works. But then you see, after he takes his giant dog for a walk, you know, we go to the airport scene. But airport scene and stuff. And speaking of giant, of pets and things, it's probably not a good idea to have those tiny little controllers near where they can get them, because I'm pretty sure something that big could swallow them whole. Okay, you don't want those things there. You don't want that happening. Okay, that's super nasty. Okay, no, it's really nasty. So yeah, you don't want that to happen. You don't want those guys getting. You don't want your pets getting that. And your kids, you want to make sure, first of all, they're old enough to handle such a thing, not put it in their mouths, and also make sure that they are responsible with it, because responsible with those things, because those things, this thing, may cost a little bit of money, because of course it is a screen console, sold by Nintendo, so you gotta watch out for that. Yeah. So you gotta watch out for that. But still, it looks like I might try to get. I definitely will try to get it when it has a nice price drop and gets to where I want to get it. But that'll take a few years. Unfortunately, it's usually style, but that's okay. Plenty of stuff to work on in the meantime. But anyway, you're in the airport. Later they see a guy in the airport. It shows that the thing takes cartridges. Now, certain people were hating on the cartridges because they don't know if this is going to be powerful enough. Certain people, of course, were loving the cartridges and hating on CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays. And now I'm kind of in the middle. I like CD, DVDs, and Blu-rays because, of course, it's, in my opinion, it's a very inexpensive way of mass production. It's only a bit of plastic with the codes on it necessary to be translated into pictures and sound and stuff on whatever machine you're using the CD or DVD or Blu-ray on. It's super cool that way. But it's super cool that way. But the problem is with that, you can't. It's like with this little guy, I'm okay with the music cartridges because I know that if the tablet is the main console, I have no idea how they would get a CD drive in there. A DVD drive or Blu-ray drive in there, that would be some crazy stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm glad they're using the little cartridges, and it's very interesting how that works because it's basically a hybrid of several things. It's definitely got a little DS stuff going, or 3DS stuff going on there. As you can see, there is some stuff. The little cartridges, and later the little cartridges and stuff like that. And what they think is, of course, they're SD cards basically. I've seen some SD cards with like 64 gigabytes of space on them. And they probably can make bigger ones than that. So I'm pretty sure, that'll be pretty cool. So I look forward to seeing how they figure that out. Also, though, again, those are super small. Keep them out of the way, away from pets. I say keep them away from pets and small children, and they'll figure out some way to, hopefully they'll figure out some way to have, a carrying case for those because, oh my goodness, it's those things. It looks like they're so easy to get lost. I guess I'm thinking, yeah, be very careful with that. That's one of the issues with that kind of stuff. But again, a hybrid of several different things, including Nintendo handheld systems with their tiny cartridges. It's really cool to see. So yeah, after he shows his game to this girl who also has a Nintendo Switch. You get on the plane. He gets on the plane, and then you see him put out the kickstand or whatever it is from the back of this thing. Put it on his tray table. Slide the controllers off of the sides of the screen and play looks like Skyrim with one hand, with one controller in each hand, like Wiimotes. Yeah, and I love that. Oh boy, I love that. Now, I didn't see him waving his Wiimotes around, waving his little guys around or anything, but he had them in both hands. That could be cool. I'd love to see that. That was awesome. As well, no, and yes, people were saying, basically Andre was saying, Andre Black Nerd Comedy was wondering if this will replace the DS in the Wii U gamepad. Now he was saying that he thinks that it won't replace the DS, at least not right away, because of course the DS 3DS still has a huge market, so maybe it'll just it'll be totally fine, totally be totally cool, totally fine for now. Eventually they might just phase it out, or not. Who knows? Because they can stick with those things. 'Cause there's some cool stuff with that stuff. But uh, the Wii U is pretty much done, according to him. And in my opinion, yeah, in my opinion, it wasn't really that interesting, to begin with. But because that's not no, again, I don't hate the Wii U because it existed, because it existed. I hated it because what Nintendo was seemingly trying to do with it, which was basically replace the Wiimotes with it. Now, of course, if they had said, "Yeah, hey, now you still use Wiimotes on this thing," which turns out you can use Wiimotes. You can on the Wii U gamepad. You can on the Wii U. You can use Wiimotes, but you can also use this new thing that we have, this new accessory that's along with these Wiimotes. Then things would have been better. But instead, the first commercial, I did not see anyone playing with a Wiimote. At least in that first commercial, I didn't know if I don't know if I was didn't see everything. Please tell me in the comments if I didn't. If there was someone playing with Wiimotes in that commercial, but still, I don't remember seeing anybody in there. I just see them play with that Wii U gamepad, and I'm like, what the heck is this? This is not a Wiimote. Now I played with this thing again. I want to say I played with this thing, and it was the Wiimote, the Wii U gamepad, and it was cool. Put some over the 3D world with it. It works really well as a giant controller with a screen in the middle, but it is not good, in my opinion, the same kind of motion controls as a Wii Mote can and different things. It's not my favorite. But yeah, here's the deal. This thing is, of course, also a screen controller. But I'm okay with this one because it looks a lot better. It looks like it's going to work a lot better than the Wii U. And, basically it's replacing the Wii U. So, it's basically the evolved version of the Wii U. Instead of saying, oh yeah, forget that other stuff. Try this out. So that's how I like it more. And of course, yeah, those little stick, the little Joy-Con sticks, being like Wiimotes. So I'm okay with this. So, be looking like Wiimotes, and at least looking like Wiimotes in that guy's hands. So I'm okay with this. I'm very okay with that. Then after the plane ride, someone's gets in a car, and they put the Nintendo Switch screen into a car accessory, sort of a car accessory for it. Slide it right in there. I'm like, okay. First of all, I'm pretty sure that's sold separately. Who knows? It might be. It's Nintendo, so it might be sold separately, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. If you want to spend that money, that's fine. But they slide it in there, and then you see one guy playing with one of the little Joy-Con sticks, and another person playing with the other one. Okay, and I was like, okay, I had no problem with this, because but other people were like, oh, those things are super small. Oh my goodness, I have big old hands. How's this gonna work? I'm like, I agree that they are very small, but I don't think just because your hands are big, my hands are pretty big. Uh, just because your hands are big doesn't mean you can't use them. I mean, I have this tiny little mouse that's probably designed for a laptop. But it cost me $5. So I'm like, yeah, shoestring style. I saved money. It works as a mouse. So I could definitely get used to it. But for those that want something bigger, there is a pro controller of some kind that is available for this. I saw that in the commercial too. They had this big old nice controller. That'll work just fine for people like that who want that. So that's good. Like for Angry Joe and PK Sparks and friends, they can all have fun with that. That's probably that might be sold sold separately as well. Because but that's okay. Go ahead and pay that money if you want. I'm cool with those things. With the Joy-Cons. Not my favorite name, but still. Anyway, so after that, playing with that, you see the basketball scene. Now the basketball scene, of course, was kind of weird because it looked like these guys are in like early '90s basketball gear, street basketball gear, They throw a basket. They get a basket, and they're like, "Yeah, let's take a break." They go and they set up their Nintendo Switches on a table next to each other. Like one facing both of them, one facing one way and the other facing the other way next to each other. Then you see one guy playing, two guys playing with both controllers on one, two guys playing both controllers on the other. They're playing a basketball game on there, and I'm like, yeah. A lot of people were like, well, "Why don't you stop playing basketball to play basketball?" And me, I'm like, yeah, I'm not really, I kind of like some sports games, but not my favorite. I prefer my platformers and shooters. That's my deal. But still, it is interesting that maybe I'm wondering if they're playing the same game. Maybe you can do stuff like Street Pass. Street Pass. I heard about that. Joe Schiller and friends were talking about Street Passing with the 3DS and Pokemon. If you get Street Pass, if you can actually link up a little bit with these things, it'd be really cool. It'd be really cool with that. And because basically, it looks like they might have been playing the same game. Who knows? But they were definitely one person. They could have been on, each person could have been they could have been on different teams. Playing that same game, double header, 4-player co-op type of stuff. It'd be kind of cool to see that. Yeah, definitely with Mario. Definitely with Mario. And speaking of Mario, you got that lady playing Mario on the big screen, and PK was like, "Oh, just lost it," just you know, caused hearing damage, caused some hearing damage to anyone listening, because he screamed so loud about it. And though I do like, and I'm excited too. But of course, everybody shows excitement differently. So it's like I'm excited. I saw that Mario. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. And then I'm thinking about it more and more. This Mario looks like a third person, more third person Mario than anything I've ever seen. Because you are behind Mario. The little bit of Mario you see, a little bit of the game you see you're behind him. More or at least more behind him. You're not to the side. You're behind the guy. So it looks close to my idea for an Assassin's Creed Mario. Where Mario is basically jumping around on rooftops and things like that. In super in HD. Looking all cool and just hitting. Instead of killing things like the guy in Assassin's Creed does, he jumps on them. That it looks definitely closer to that. I'm loving that. I'm loving seeing Nintendo characters in super awesome glorious graphics like modern time graphics type of stuff. Seeing these awesome characters in that type of way, because that'd be a really cool thing to see, because it's all nice. They did some cool stuff with that. I loved Hyrule Warriors. Same thing, Hyrule Warriors. I want to see more of that kind of stuff. Of course, maybe make it less enemies. So like classic Link, but it's awesome graphics in there. And they might be doing that with this new Link game, this new Zelda game. It looks cool, it looks super cool. But anyway, so that was cool. They just, of course, she sees her friends waving to her from across the street on their rooftop of their apartment complex, telling her to come over. And so she's like, okay, bring the thing over. Then they gives the controller to one person, to this other girl, and they start playing. They're get ready to play a game. 2-player co-op, and so I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then you see, I think it's like the two teams of people, playing their Nintendo Switches, playing those things, just figuring out strategy, playing a game on those things, figuring out strategies, and then eventually they all join hand, do the thing like go team, and they get ready to go to the main arena. They get to the arena, and there's huge crowds there. And there's they get ready to they bow to the audience, and they get ready to sit down and compete against each other. And then you see it's a new Splatoon. There's like a Splatoon. It might be a new Splatoon. It might be a new Mario Kart. The people in the car were playing. Look like a new Mario Kart. But they said there was a character named King Boo in there. That's not available in Mario 8. And you get 2 item slots instead of just 1 or something. I've played Mario Kart before. Not anytime, not any Mario Kart that's in the last several years, but I have played it and I liked it. Well, I liked it a lot. Like Diddy Kong Racing. I liked Crash Kart, Crash Bandicoot Nitro, not Crash Nitro Kart. Well, I don't know if I've played it, but it looks cool, and lots of cool stuff. I like seeing those kind of games. Are kind of cool because you got your favorite characters driving around. It's kind of cool to see that as a side game. It's not bad, and the Sonic ones. Sonic, not Sonic Free Riders. No, Sonic Racing or Supersonic Racing. I know Supersonic Racing would be interesting. But no. Whatever it's called, the Sonic Racing games. Those looked interesting too. But yeah, I haven't really gotten into those racing games that much. But still, they look interesting. Splatoon, I definitely want to check. Mario, of course, I want to check out. Splatoon, I definitely want to check out because it's a shooter where people don't die. They just get painted on, and they get poofed. They end up respawn back at their base, and they have to try again. I want to see more stuff like that on Nintendo and on other game systems too, because that would be awesome. But anyway, so basically, you see Splatoon though in that they're going to compete with. They don't. The hair is different. The weapons are different or something. So it's pretty interesting. I didn't think about it. So they're thinking there's going to be new games coming out for the system as well. That's cool. I look forward. Hopefully, it works better than the Wii U did with the games as well, because that was weird. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing works. It looks really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing these specs. Definitely very interested again with how hot that thing the tablet's going to get. Seeing as it's supposed to be the main unit, the battery life of that thing. I have no idea how that's going to work. Again, okay, there's a few things about it. Again, there's a fan. Probably going to be a fan. First of all, there's a CPU in there that's supposed to be super powerful. NVIDIA CPU is supposed to be super powerful. Probably going to need a fan. Okay, probably going to need a fan. HD screen, all kind. Pumping. Those awesome graphics and everything. All all this stuff, this stuff going together will need a lot of power. So I don't know how long the battery's going to last. It's going to be interesting to think about. But hopefully there's like charging options and they'll figure that out. That'd be cool to see. But yeah, other than that, it looks really cool. So far, the thing looks really cool, really interesting. I look forward to checking that out when it drops the price enough, so I can actually, buy it with some games and things. I got a bunch of other stuff I'm gonna buy before I get this thing. I got, and basically that's more within my price range because I do things shoestring style. So that's just the way it works right now. But still, it's looking really good. I'm definitely more interested in buying this than a few other things like the Wii U. But like the Wii U, like a Xbox One, PlayStation 4. Because here's the deal with them. I look forward to buying Xbox One, PlayStation 4, but I got other things I'm trying to buy first, like the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 2. You see, I have other things I'm trying to buy first. This thing might make it to be the first, current gen thing I buy because it's looking so cool. Not only with its games, not only with its hardware definitely is looking super cool. Its hardware is looking super cool. Its games are looking super cool too. So I might be buying that one first. But again, it might cost a bit of money right now. Because that's basically what they've been doing for a while, charging a bit. They've been trying to catch up to the other systems a little bit. So yeah, but this thing is definitely some new technology, so it might cost a bit of money. So, but that's okay. Still looks cool. Eventually, I will be buying it because I want to show it off myself. But I'm looking forward to seeing other people showing it off when they finally get it because I definitely want to see how they do this kind of stuff. I think there's like Bluetooth stuff in there, or how does that work? How does the thing attach to the dock? It's going to be interesting to see. So yeah, I look forward to that. So until then, until next time, check me out on YouTube and DeviantArt, especially my Superman Doomsday stuff on DeviantArt. It's finally getting back in. I'm finally getting that back together. Finally drawing that. I had a great time with Shadow and Tails and the Wrong Choice. That story's done. It's time to get back to Superman Doomsday so I can finish that story and get on to other stuff like my Star versus Butterfly stuff that I've been marinating on for a long time. It's gonna be some really awesome, cool stuff. At least in my opinion. You can say if it's you can tell me if you think it's awesome or not in the comments on DeviantArt if you want over there if you want. But when it gets on there, I think it's gonna be great. On YouTube, you got my Chrono Trigger's back, working on that stuff. Of course, with a bunch of other reviews, backpack reviews and other things. So that's going to be on there. It's going to be really cool. So see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out. Definitely still really looking forward to this. Definitely one of the a screen controller from Nintendo that I actually look forward to buying. See you guys next time.